Right. So I'm making this video, and judging on how this video does will determine if I ever talk about the VMAs ever again. So if it doesn't do very well, I won't waste my time again. So see how the video does. But we see straight away a light pyramid. Shouldn't be a shock anymore with this. Every single VMA is just full of garbage, symbolism, and occult crap. So you have basically a triangle like pyramid, and it has like lights, which simulates illumination. We have another one right there, standing inside of a pyramid. So you're going to see all the way through this trash, because that's all it is. Again, another pyramid. There's no doubt that's referring to the Illuminati. Just like the Illuminati logo, what does it have? Illumination, like glowing from the sides, and all that simulates the enlightened one. Basically, the Antichrist, Satan. And again, they love to wear black, white, and red, don't they? They're all the Freemasonic colors. We all know what they mean. Basically, black means darkness, death. So associated with basically disease and all that. And white is the basically just duality agenda. And of course, we have this group, which again, I've exposed this group as far as I know before. So we literally have in this VMAs the nothing but trash stuff from the abomination nation America. I believe this is twice, or which have exposed them before. As far as I know, I have been exposing K-pop probably longer than anybody else. You have like the pyramid. They love this, as we know in K-pop. It's more blatant. Now, why these artists in VMA? It's not associated with K-pop. So you see, it's just all garbage, man. But you see the like pyramid triangle in the background. Then you have this. I mean, it's just nothing but garbage. Nothing but absolute garbage. It's basically just sexualization. That's all it is. Sexualization, and basically promoting symbolism, and basically just mass indoctrination of nothing but a load of crap. All it was, this VMAs was nothing but sexualization crap, as you can see. And then you have the Masonic checkerboard floor right there. It's right there. I mean, there's no denying it. Then we have this, the Freemason Lodge floor. Now, the orange is usually associated with Freemasonry as well. We see like the Greek, like Roman pillars, which again most likely associates with the Freemason pillars of Freemasonry. And again, of course, we have a pyramid, don't we? We have the stairs. What is this associated with? Of course, it is associated with the occult. If you just look up Freemasonry, I don't know whether I had the image included in it. I'll just see. It's just like this. That's what it associates with. The Freemason Lodge floor, basically like the stairs. If you look up Freemasonry, the image, you'll see the exact same one. But in half of the stuff, you'll see. Again, lightning. So before we get into that, we'll just start with the other image. Where is it now? This. This is basically, I believe, how it started. They're all mixed around because I took them at different times. So all this is nothing but sexualization and nothing but a trash event They were basically shaking their rear end. And of course, we know what agenda it is. I can't say what it is, but we all know. Basically, you have them basically shaking their rear end in basically Beyonce outfits. I mean, and the song is basically is booty, basically another word for ass. That's all it is. That's all the song is. Trash. Trash music. That's all it is, as you can clearly see. Obviously, I can't say what it actually is because the YouTube's bullshit, but you can obviously see what's going on here. And now this one. We all know what agenda this is. This is the song lyrics. You can obviously see what agenda is going on. I could be a better boyfriend and a female. I could be a better boyfriend, him. I could do that he never did. Remember, this is a woman singing this. Up all night, I won't quit, thinking I'm going to steal you from him. I could be such a gentleman, plus all my clothes would fit. So we can see what agenda's going on here. It's a part of the agenda that they've been doing for years upon years. A main big agenda that they love. As I said, obviously, I was originally going to post this on BitTube, but it probably would have been about 2 hours long, so and no one's really going to watch it. But you can clearly see what's going on here with the lyrics. She's a female, and so the agenda. As I said, I can't mention it, but anyone that knows what I'm talking about should know. Then again, of course, we have this. This is basically the humiliation crap. It's what it is. But as I said, basically, this song is basically just about. It's basically about Dove convincing a woman that she's basically a better boyfriend to her than her own male boyfriend. So you see what agenda's going in here. So basically, to sum it up, basically, the red carpet basically featured a bunch of men twerking, well dressed as women. So you can see what's going on here. It's pretty obvious. It is pretty obvious what is going on here. It's the reversal. This is what they want to happen. As I said, they don't like real men. They want to do what they want to do. They don't like masculine. That's a threat to the Illuminati. They want this is what women want. They want all men, beta males, and bowing down before women. That's what they want. This is the whole agenda behind this. And there's other agendas behind it. We all know. This is what they want. They see men as a threat. It's what they do. They see men as a threat, and they want to basically make men betas. And there's other words to describe it, but obviously I can't mention it because again, it puts my channel at risk because we all know why. Now, this, as I said, this is just a humiliation thing. Basically, he was literally naked almost. Doesn't really shock me, to be honest. Really doesn't shock me at all because this is the industry. Man, it's just the industry, scummy industry, trash. But we'll get back to that later. So, where was it? This one? I don't believe it's that one. We're all mixed up, like I said. This was, as we go down, and that's what I mean. It's literally got all the symbolism in this. Just literally proves my argument and what people have said. And most of the stuff that happened in this, like the stuff with Bad Bunny, there's a music video out there where he was doing that stuff like that. I knew about it, didn't make a video about it for obvious reasons. Don't feel like getting a strike. But so I mean, you have this, like I said, we all know what this associates with. It's pretty obvious. It's literally pretty obvious. You basically have this. Lightning basically starts striking, which again is basically bots start covering, and it's like electroshock. So basically, it's like charge. We all know it's like alter ego. It's connected to like the CIA. The charge shock, like a shock to the brain, is like what they do in the CIA, the MK Ultra Monarch mind control programming, and also lightning bolts associated with Lucifer. We all know that. We all know what it says. And I beheld, I saw Satan fall from heaven like lightning. That's why they do it. That's why they've got an obsession with the lightning bolt. And you have the Illuminati pyramid in the background, Illuminati triangle. So it's just nothing but trash. That's all it is. So the shocking simulate, and the next image said they're all mixed up, so I have to find them. The amount of images. So you have the first image, basically Nicki Minaj. We all know Nicki Minaj is. She's been doing these things for years. There was a song that came out recently that I was going to make a video about, but I thought, wait, it won't really bother because nobody will really watch it. But she made a song recently talking about stuff that I've exposed for years upon years now, basically rapping about sucking men off, and that's considered music. With the first image, you have Nicki Minaj basically standing in basically standing here, basically like a Barbie doll, an MK slave, basically what it's associated with. I mean, she even admitted that she had an alter ego or a demon with her called Roman. So she even admits it. And then you have this. So basically, it's associated with monarch mind controls. Basically, these monarch mind controlled slaves are basically put like a dissociation, it's hard to pronounce the word desocialization, basically trauma and that. You'll notice they're like in a box. They do it in K-pop and stuff like that. They're in a box, locked away, simulates desocialization and basically alter personas. I mean, that's all they promote in Hollywood now anyway. And she basically starts off by rapping in a basically weird way. It's like she's spazzing out, like she's malfunctioning. As far as I know, there is some footage out there. I don't know where. Just like with Eminem, where they just stood there frozen, zoned out. People say that's like robots or basically clones. No, it's called monarch mind control. They activate basically like a hypnotism, makes these people go in the zone. It's what it is. And then lights start flashing. Nikki basically floors around as if she's being electric shocked. So again, Lucifer. So again, electric shock. What is that associated with? As I said a few seconds ago, monarch mind control, basically shocking the person to rewire the brain. And that's what it is. And that's why you see this. That's what it's associated with. And then the next thing is kind of weird. And basically, after the electric shock, her voice basically changes, and basically her alter persona is now on the stage. So you see, it is associated with monarch mind control. That's all this really was. And the images may be a bit darker because probably on my end, it's probably only darker on my end because don't know what it is with this laptop. Seems to make images darker than they are. So it's probably not dark on your end, it's probably just dark on my end. But yeah, some woman tied up, which again is associated with that BDSM nonsense that they love and their little flat fetishes. And obviously, this is the song Monster. I remember that song from years upon years ago. Don't remember the exact lyrics, but I remember the song. But she basically starts torturing a woman, which is exactly what MK slaves are done. And that's also what the handle is. And most MK Ultra victims do become handlers later in life themselves. This is a proven fact. The cycle continues. That's what it is. And MK Ultra is a massive thing that is done in the industry. It's just facts. And again, just I can't talk about it, but we all know that some people are wired just like the military, just like the people in military. That's all they really are is MK Ultra guinea pigs. They are wired, mind controlled to be killers. Some people are wired to kill people, just like people like anyone that's ever seen the movie Born. The guy in it is literally a basically experiment. He's basically wired to be a killer. Basically wired to be a tool, and we all know what that's connected to. But I obviously can't mention it. So we have that. It's just weird in general. It really is. It's just weird. I mean, but we all know they love this anyway. All these little simps probably jerking off over Nicki Minaj with all the fakeness that she has. She's more faker than a plastic doll. I mean, let's get real. It's just facts. And then you have the next scene. Battery's going dead. There we go. So it's obviously what this is. You can clearly see it. I mean, it's right there. Pyramid with a Masonic floor. Yes, it's pink, but it's just the excuse. It refers to the Freemasonry Masonic floor. I've got the images. I've showed them many times before, the Masonic Freemason Lodge floor. Just show it again. So just give me a second. No, actually, I can just go to Google. I've literally got no stand for the mic. I'm literally holding it on my chest. We've shown it many times, free me. Just give me a second. I got all the symbolism in a folder. It's easy just to do that. All right, I'll go to videos, Illuminati. There we go. Minimize this, continue sharing, and there we go. So there we go. So as we see right there, this is why I keep this folder. I keep this folder for a reason. So Freemason Lodge floor, that's what it refers to. This. That's why I keep this information. Drag this up. Come on. That's what it refers to, this. The Freemason Lodge floor. The triangle refers to the Illuminati, obviously. Which is this. Triangle refers to the Illuminati. And it's even kind of the same. If you actually look at this image, it's kind of the same. It kind of is. The floor is built in like the shape of a pyramid. The upwards is basically built in the shape of like a pyramid again. And again, it's just sexualization. That's all it is. So you basically have one pyramid And another one, it's right there. I mean, it doesn't really shock me. It really doesn't. And again, as that image that I showed, the other one, so I have multiple of these open. Next image. So, as you can see, also refers to that as well. Minimize this for a minute. Looks almost the same. This would represent the stars. Well, these would represent the stars, you can see. That's what it refers to. Freemasonry. And it's a Masonic clock as well. And now, of course, this is what people were saying about Nicki Minaj fanboying, which doesn't surprise me. Go all the way back to this. That's something else. There it is. This is basically what they said. This just shows the influence that she's having over these simps. It says, Queen, you taught me to always put myself first. I don't know why it's doing that. That's why. You always taught me to put myself first and be completely unapologetic about it. So basically, just like most of the people have that mentality. With me, I kind of have that mentality because of the way I've been treated by people. Basically, you don't blame people, but in some cases, this is basically a egotistic, narcissistic attitude. Basically, oh, I only care about myself. F you and F the world. I don't care. Basically, there's people like this in the world. They don't care if something is affecting anybody else unless it affects them. They don't care. But this just shows this is what she teaches her fans, to only care about yourself and basically F everybody else. And you wonder, I mean, her music's garbage anyway. Always is. Yes, she can rap, but her music is just nothing about rapping about sucking men off. It's literally disgusting. It literally is just disgusting. And then you have the other one. You have, you'll always be my inspiration. Yeah, this is what I said. You have basically kids as well looking up, well, it's mainly around the teenage, but it is some people younger that look up to people like Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and then they wonder when their daughter turns out like the way they do, rebellious and all that. Don't let your child listen to people like Nicki Minaj, and your child won't turn out like that way. You've always been my inspiration for strength. What strength is that? That she raps about sucking D's and a music, just like Megan Thee Stallion. You know, this is supposed to be basically a role model for women. What kind of role model is that? To how teaching people how to become a prostitute and how many men you can sleep with in a lifetime. So it seems to me that they're teaching women. You are literally the reason that I'm alive. Wow. Imagine it. Imagine saying that. That is the biggest fanboy cringe stuff that I have ever heard. You're the only reason that you're the only reason that I'm alive. No, the only reason you're alive is because of your parents. That's really the reality. You're not alive because of Nicki Minaj. I mean, what has Nicki Minaj done for really anyone? Nothing. Literally nothing. That's just facts. It's just pathetic, man. I mean, what did she even do? And again, her brother, which again, this is a fact. You can go look this up. And she literally defended her brother. Her brother was literally sentenced 25 to life for child RAPA, or when she supported Drake, the child groomer, or her husband, who was arrested for failing to register as a sex offender. So, if you see these people as role models, this is the kind of people that support. And you wonder why Hollywood is riddled with people like Jimmy Savile. They knew that was going on. If you actually look up, they made jokes. They all knew it was going on, what Jimmy Savile was doing. They knew it was what was going on. They just covered it up. They literally knew it was going on because they're involved in it as well. The amount of jokes that Jimmy Savile basically made on live TV, said, "Oh, little girls are afraid of me." He admitted it. They were doing this thing behind closed doors. The only reason he never got torched is because he was high up. He was connected to high people in power. Once you're connected to high people in power and connected to like Freemasons and all that, and you won yourself, you can't be touched. I've said this before. Literally, court cases, evidence will just vanish. That's the code of the Freemason Brotherhood. That if another Freemason brother is in has a court case, they'll destroy the evidence. So you wonder why many cases just drop or they get away with it. Let's get real. And basically, she has an alter ego after. I never actually knew that. I never knew it until now. Basically, her alter ego, Nicki Minaj's alter ego, is basically after a child, basically a child molester. So, wow. I honestly never knew that. That's pretty sick. So, basically, she has an alter ego, basically after a child, basically molester. That's pretty disgusting and pretty sick. So, saying stuff like that, "Oh, you're my role model, Nicki Minaj," doesn't surprise me. It's just like Lady Gaga, isn't it? She hasn't been. She literally done blackface on at a party. She didn't get done for it. Didn't get cancelled. Yeah, anybody else that done that would have been labeled a racist. Would have been cancelled. But no, these people can do no wrong because they support certain agendas, so they get away with it. So basically, the name is Roman P.O. Polanski. I've never heard of that person, but it's supposed to be a child molester. Doesn't surprise me. Really doesn't. And her music, and I didn't take screenshots of what the other thing was said. Her music is everything we owe her. Everything. She is everything. Okay. What a joke. What a joke. We owe Nicki Minaj everything. Yeah, let's all bow down before Nicki Minaj, the queen. Let's all bow down before her when she supports people that are registered sex offenders. Yeah, and supports people like Drake. That Drake also supported that TV series, a certain TV series that I exposed. Then we have good old Eminem, that I'm a rap god, teaching people how to be stoned out of the head because that's what life is, right? Isn't it? I'm a gangster. My name's Eminem. I'm a real G. Let's just get stoned and wasted. And this was part of the like metaverse, same with Facebook. This basically VR crap. And it was also predicted in The Simpsons. And now this, as I said about Bad Bunny, I knew that I'm not going to say it, but I knew that I mean, recent music, there's many, all the signs were there. They were all there. He has one music video that came, that was in an album recently where he was dressing in women's clothes. He had another one where he was in a red dress. So yeah, we're gonna move on for obvious reasons. But this guy has sold his soul. He's part of that agenda. You want to get Grammys like this? Just sell your soul, sell out, become a sellout. The guy has sold his soul. I've made many, even before. Literally, you'll probably find no one that has exposed this guy. I've exposed a lot of Puerto Rican artists. I exposed a lot that are now proving what I have said. People like Faruko, Bad Bunny, J Balvin, Nicky Jam, um, the list goes on. Annual AA. I exposed all of those artists, and they all proved to be sellouts. Because who owns the music industry? Sony Records, the same people that controls which is owned, I believe, by Puerto Rican, because that's where most of the Puerto Rican artists sign the contract. Sony Music, which Sony Music is a very disgusting company. Look what they did to Michael Jackson. Then you have this is the thing to do with Eminem, basically. And there was stuff that happened with Nicki Minaj, didn't include it, but she basically got mad, basically acceptance speech, because basically basically assistance, because the crowd didn't give her her phone. I mean, pretty dramatic, isn't it? Man, these people are supposed to be role models. We all know it's a script anyway. It's just a script, because they got to get those ratings in, haven't they? Because literally nobody with an actual brain is watching this. But again, the spiral like hypnotism. They want you to get stoned, promoting these things like weed and all that, drugs, lean and all that, because that's all the rappers do is promote garbage. Yeah, in this, like I said, Eminem the sellout, and it's basically marijuana, like I said, weed, and it's just a metaverse. I saw this video quite a while ago. Didn't really think anything of it. I really didn't think anything of it. It was just a stupid music video to me, and the song was whack. Let's be real, Eminem hasn't created any good music since Slim Shady. That's just a fact. He hasn't created any good music since the album Not Afraid. That's just facts. His music sucks now. It's just garbage. Because now he actually believes he's a god and all that. This is the metaverse, like I said. Basically being high, basically the law, they are willing to basically sell metaverse to young people. This is all the point of it, getting stoned and then go in the metaverse. It's really what it is. Getting stoned, teaching young people like this, because a lot of young people look up to Eminem. A lot of people do look up to people like Eminem as role models. They seriously do, which doesn't really shock me. It's pretty pathetic. And then again, like I said, the Illuminati triangle again, another image. I mean, it really doesn't shock me. Most of these artists that have performed at this VMAs, this proves what I've said. So this is basically supposed to be Conan Gray. I mean, that name alone. Basically supposed to be a male singer and they dressed in female clothes. See, obviously, see what's going on here. You see what's going on here. There was something that I saw recently. I saw it. Even Brad Pitt's doing it. They create this clothing line for men, basically where a t-shirt goes all the way down to the feet. That's called a dress. It's what it is. They're trying to normalize it. They want to change men. They don't like the way that men dress now. Basically, oh, being masculine is a threat. Oh, being a man is a threat. It's not allowed now. It's not allowed. Oh, you can't sit in a certain position that's called male dominance or male superiority. Can't sit in a certain position now. It's called sexual harassment. It's just pathetic that the world that we live in. And they're basically performing under Illuminati pyramid, basically simulating they're owned by the Illuminati. That basically the elite is basically incubating this artist for the future. So they're inside a pyramid. Doesn't shock me. So we go all the way back. How far was I? But yeah, there's another thing. See what I was saying. See what I was saying. Who started this off? This clothing line, as far as I know, I think it was people like Jay-Z and Kanye West, where they came out with that song. I'm obviously not going to say the word, but in Paris, they came out wearing a dress, and that was considered a clothing line now. It's considered a clothing line. They don't like real men. The Illuminati don't like it. I've said it for years. The whole agenda, as Adam Westerberg said in his own book, that our agenda is to break families apart and make people go for the one night stand and all that. They don't want it's considered a threat. So again, another pyramid dancing inside of Illuminati pyramid. This guy, I think his name is Kane. He's basically a country singer that I think also raps. You can just see it's just an excuse. The whole entire show is literally just pyramids. Might as well just throw some all-seeing eyes out and some special effects, or just might as well just throw some devil images up as well, because there's no anyone that can't see it, man. Again, inside a cube, I've exposed this many times before now. I've exposed it for so many times. It represents the black cube, the cube of Saturn inside a box, which is also associated with monarch mind control as well. You're in your own little box, can't break out. Kind of, I was going to make a joke. Kind of reminds me of South Park, where it goes, in my safe space. Basically, that episode reminds me of that. But it does refer to the cube of Saturn, which is worshipped Satan. That's what it is. Say, the god of time is known as El, which is another word for Satan. It's known as the god of time. And again, there's that metaverse stuff. Man, they're really pushing this metaverse on people. I don't even have a Facebook account. I have a website. I have a page on Facebook. There's some pages that I would like to delete, but can't access that account. Got locked out of it for whatever reason. Literally, they say to me, I need to basically give me ID card or billing to get back into it. So they lock me out of it. Wonder why they locked me out of it. And then when I've created new Facebook accounts, the same garbage happens again. They lock me out. They don't want me on Facebook because I expose it for what it is. And then again, the site's trash anyway, so we all know that site's going bankrupt, so who really cares? So this is some other stuff. We have she performed it at. So so many images. Now this girl I've exposed before, named Anitta, as far as I think that's how it's pronounced. And we'll get into the other stuff. As I said, that's why I said I'd do it on YouTube, because otherwise the video would have been about 2 hours, 2 hours long. So first, it starts off with the first image, sexualization. Sexualization, right there. There's no denying that. Basically, you have several Latin artists that are basically just non-stop promoting occult crap. So first, we have Jay Balverum, which again seems to like to promote certain agendas. Just go look at images of him spraying his hair in rainbow colors. I'll leave it at that. But don't know who the other guy is. His name's Ryan Castro, if that's how it's said. Basically, they had some CGI of a girl shaking her ass. That's all it is. It's just sexualization, because that's all these rappers can come up with, because that's what J Balvin is, known as a Puerto Rican rapper. This is all they can promote, is this trash. It's all they can promote, with a pyramid in the background. And now these are lyrics. Some say triangles do not necessarily mean Illuminati, bro. Yes, it does. Of course, not a normal triangle, but in this case, with artists like this, when they throw triangle garbage, so why have they used what that all they use that for is because if someone calls them out and exposes them, they'll say, "Oh, not every triangle is Illuminati." Well, of course, that's common sense. That's pretty obvious common sense. Not every triangle is Illuminati, but when it's in the shape of there's a difference between a triangle and a pyramid. This is a pyramid, clearly. And again, that spot in the background will represent an all-seeing eye. You think this is done by accident? Nope. So they're the lyrics. So basically, triangles do not necessarily mean Illuminati, bro. Nobody said that. So again, they're just exposing themselves with their own words. And then the next one was written in Spanish. I eat your triangle like Illuminati. Now, we all know what that is referring to, because again, they can't rap about anything else. It's just everything sexual. Basically, it simulates a woman's private area, and they're talking about the Illuminati. I eat your triangle like Illuminati. Was the song that they were singing at this garbage performance. And then you had the next Puerto Rican artist, well, Latin. Well, this straight away with the image, you can straight away see what it is. So that's what they do. They say not every triangle means Illuminati. Yeah, the whole entire show is about promoting the Illuminati. Look at it. There's a triangle pyramid with an all-seeing eye in it, with the illumination lighting up of the Illuminati. Look at it. Just want to check something. Yeah, I'm still live. Just want to make sure. And I'll read comments near the end. I just want to get this video done. So these were this is what her song was about. Basically, Anitta said, "Do you think I wasn't gonna shake my ass tonight?" Wow, what a shock! These people are garbage. These people really are garbage, man. This is who people see as role models, twerking and all that. Did you think I was not gonna shake my ass tonight? Disgusting, man. As said, the VMAs is virtually just ass worship. That's all it is. So she talks about shaking her ass, the symbol, which is again symbolic of occult crap. Basically, the ass worship, the worship of women. I mean, no respect. I mean, look at it. No respect at all. These are where is the feminist? Oh, women are being sexualized and all that bullshit. Where are they? I'm glad that the image is kind of blurry. I'm not going to zoom in on it anymore. It's disgusting. Doesn't surprise me. It literally doesn't surprise me. I made a music video about these people years and years ago. She made a song, I believe, called Poison, and it was full of snakes. And even I said, yeah, women like this are toxic and poison. Stay away from them. They'll they'll destroy your life. That's just a fact. Look at Johnny Depp with basically that basically I forgot her name because that's how much I don't care about her. But look at what happened with that. Destroyed his life. So hidden hands, so basically you have these hidden hands literally opening doors to a pyramid. And then you have Anitta standing there. Basically, it kind of looks like she's in a thong. That's what it looks like. Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me at all. And again, sex kittens programming, basically promoting women as a sexual object. That's what these people are doing. That's what these artists are doing. They're basically promoting the sexual. That's what makes me laugh. It honestly just makes me laugh because they're like, oh, women are seen as sexual object. I'm sick and tired of men promoting us as a sexual object. Yet women are doing it. Yet when women do it, these hypocrites never say anything. Just pure hypocrites. Oh, if men didn't, and that's what. Oh, it was funny. Someone posted a comment on my BitChute account, and I basically put them on blast. I said, "Look, don't put the blame on men. Nobody forces you to dress like a prostitute or dress in a sexual way. You choose to do that. Men are brainwashed by that because of the Illuminati. The whole agenda is lost. The one night stand. So that's what they do. They put the blame elsewhere and basically saying, oh, you men just bow down before us. And I literally said, you wouldn't be able to manipulate me or make me bow down before you. Ain't gonna happen. It's what they don't. Women like that don't like it. That they can't manipulate men. They thrive on attention. And then you have the next image. Kind of reminds me of I think it was Little Mix or don't remember, but kind of looks like the same image. I mean, look at it with the one eye. This is sellout. Nothing but a sellout. Literally degrading herself, promoting herself as a sexual object. And yet, oh, us in Hollywood, there's sexualization going on. Why is nobody calling it out? People talk about the sexual harassment in Hollywood and all that with all the sexual harassment, yet never say anything about the VMAs, never say anything about these artists. That's how you know it's just all ball. That's all it is. She's just richly fulfilling the occult agenda, nothing more. And of course, that's why she wins awards like this because she's a sellout. Again, look at the dress, sexualized, no respect. I mean, Puerto Rican people are supposed to be these the basically they are very prideful with their heritage and their culture. This is literally just a disrespect. That's all it is. It's basically just disrespectful. I mean, it really is. And then she does the one eye again. It doesn't really surprise me. And of course, she's in the New York Times. I mean, good old America, isn't it? And again, that simulates multiple personalities, MK Ultra. So you see the VMAs, All it was there's nothing but a agenda, nothing but a bunch of crap symbolism. And she basically and she is the chosen one. What is she the chosen one of? Basically, she gets chosen, basically won the award of best Latin video. Wonder why that is. I I don't. So this must be from a music video. I might look it up, and it wouldn't surprise me if it actually is, because it'll prove what I said years upon years ago about this certain artist. And then basically through the entire show, she basically wore a white, basically bright red dress that basically exposed her right breast, which again, no, she's got no respect for dignity. Doesn't surprise me, which is associated with, where is it? Things like this, Freemasonry. One breast exposed, Freemasonry. It's basically an initiation ritual in Freemasonry. That's what it is. Basically, exactly what it is. Nothing more. That's all it is. And as I said, a lot of information in this. A lot of information. This is why I decided to post it on here. Now we'll get into this other stuff. We've done all of this and all of that. I brought that image up. I believe the name is Last. Freemason Masonic Floor. Again, notice the pyramid again with a love heart in it, which will probably represent the all-seeing eye. It's just blatantly just promoting the Illuminati. That's all it is. Showing that. This is the next one. So basically, as I said a few minutes ago, this is basically just a humiliation. They have these things that basically run in Hollywood, like Tyler. I think it was Tyler Perry. He's created many. He's a comedian. I believe that's who it was. He always used to dress up as a woman. Miss Doubtfire, basically stuff like that. Big Mama's House and all that. It's just basically a humiliation towards the basically person themselves. He was basically covering himself up, as you can see. So basically, he was almost naked. Who does this? Who turns up to an event half naked? Who does this? I mean, then again, Anitta did it. So, and again, this guy's just nothing but another clown. He basically made a song with Little Nas, and there was a woman basically shaking her ass, and it doesn't surprise me. Literally doesn't. Because these people are all about promoting an agenda. So basically, he tried to cover his private areas up because he didn't want to stand up. But if he didn't want to stand up, then why was he dressing like this? And he was clearly embarrassed, as you can see. This is an embarrassment thing that is done with the Illuminati. Basically, they have to publicly humiliate themselves. That's what they have to do. They have to publicly humiliate themselves in front of the Illuminati. Basically, degrade themselves as part of the Illuminati stuff for fame. This is what they have to do for fame. And then, as you can see, he's clearly half naked. He's covering himself up. And he's like, wow, I'm up here like half naked. Again, it's just basically. And he basically got the award, but at what cost? He got it from basically sexual humiliation, which again, they do it with men, they do it with women. It's the same thing. It's sexualization, sex kitten, slave, basically programming. They're basically forced to sexually humiliate themselves in the public for fame and awards. They basically degrade themselves, just like the porn industry. That's exactly the same. They basically To get money and that, you have to degrade yourself. That's exactly what this industry is about. It's one of the most disgusting industries to ever exist. Now on to Blackpink, the same artist that I've exposed for ages now. So you have Blackpink, basically K-pop. You have Straight Away. You have like horns coming from the sky, which again would simulate the devil. That's what it would simulate. So you have horns basically descending from a cloud in front of basically a lift, pyramid structure. To again a pyramid. And the devil coming down from the clouds. Doesn't surprise me. Then things basically get more obvious. There you go. Anyone that wants to say that Blackpink isn't a sellout and that they've not sold out, then wake up to reality. That image right there is so blatant, so clear. There's the pyramid, there's the all-seeing eye, and they're dancing in a pyramid. So Blackpink basically performs inside of a giant eye, inside of a triangle, which they love it. Why do you think in many of their songs they're always throwing up the devil horns and using an excuse for it? And of course, Lisa, which made the song La Lisa, this is how these people get awards. They sell the soul. They sell out. They literally sell it. And I always find it funny that the VMA awards is still a guy on the moon. We all know that was bullshit and that nobody landed on the moon. Let's get real. That was bull. It's always kind of find it funny that they still use that symbol today. Now again, you have this like a hand descending from, what is this supposed to simulate? God. Because these people like to play God, don't they? You have a man floating around in space. This again will probably simulate the ring of Saturn. And then the hand coming down, probably Satan or something. It doesn't surprise me with this satanic crap. As I said, where all these images, like I said, are mixed up. There we have Lisa. I exposed this song when it came out. She done the one eye. She sold out. K-pop is one of, like people were saying, why does Blackpink get so much views so fast? Because they sold out. They sold the soul. The K-pop industry is one of the most blatant Illuminati puppet on the planet. And yet Korea's like, we hate the American government. Bull. Same as China, they say the same. It's all garbage. It's time you wake up and realize that none of these nations are actually against each other at all. They're all puppets, all part of the script. Things that I've already mentioned. I believe it's almost it. Believe, I don't know. Yeah, it is. So there you go. This trash exposed for the garbage that it really is. How long actually was it? Well, I thought it would have been 2 hours. Obviously wasn't. But now I'll read the comments. So I'll go check. So um, you should look up anime when it comes to. Yeah, I already know about that. To be honest, I've talked about that for years. I talked about it in many videos about the sexualization in anime, basically, and a lot of them are underage. If you actually go into basically even Dragon Ball Z, I believe the name is Bloomer. she's underage. There's a lot of sexual stuff that I believe that goes on in Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, a lot of underage stuff in anime cartoons. So so yeah, this person's just a troll and just ignore them. I know exactly who it is. I'm not paying any attention to the loser. So they're just gonna get ignored. Just ignore them. Don't pay them any attention. They're just a loser. They ain't got nothing better else to do with their life than coming in and talking crap. Just ignore the little pathetic loser. I mean, clearly got nothing else going on in their life. And that's true. A lot of them are they're promoted as sex toys. They're pimped out by the Illuminati. A lot of these women, like Nicki Minaj and that, even the Illuminati admit that they can pay to sleep with any of these artists anytime they want. That's how powerful the Illuminati is. I believe there was information out there about that. Basically, they can pay a lot of money to literally sleep with one of these artists, and they can literally do whatever they want. We already know they do these things like with their sex rituals and their orgies and all that. The Illuminati, it's disgusting. Exactly, it's pretty obvious. And I don't know what red shoe means. Never heard of that. So I don't have a clue what you're on about there. You have to. That's the first time. If it's a cult or anything like that, it's the first time I'm hearing about it. I mean, then again, I don't know everything. Never claimed to. But I've never heard of that. Never heard of it. But that's all this event. All it was. That's all it was. It was just nothing. As I said, I couldn't mention half of the other stuff for obvious reasons, as we all know how YouTube works with their garbage. But all it was just an every single VMAs. Obviously, I didn't watch it because I don't watch TV, but I just found out about it through basically looking it up. But that's how I found out about it. But yeah, it's a video exposing this garbage for what it really is. Probably nobody's really gonna watch this video. If so, it is what it is. But it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to make this video and expose it for what it really was. Because when literally I found out about this, it was basically it's always at night time because I don't live in America, so it was too late to make the video. So yeah, every single award period, look at last year's Oscars. The Strange is a reptilian eye. I mean, thing with just like the thing with Will Smith. Nobody actually really watches these Oscars. I mean, these Oscars and that. That's why they have to create these like drama and crap like that, because in reality nobody watches these events besides kids and that. No one actually watches it because it's nothing but garbage. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you in the next video on the next live stream. Just wanted to expose the VMAs for what it really is. So y'all see you in the next video.